This is Fano with an hour with the Wolf Pack. And this is day 30 of my segment, Stepping Out of Babylon. Today's date is February 21st, 2016. And today I did the usual diet. Went to the store. I got a kombucha. Then I got a organic steak. And I got some organic potatoes that I made. And then I took a nap. Maybe I didn't take a nap. And I did some stuff, and then I had a kefir smoothie with some organic fruit. And I think I had an apple with some nut butter. Then I think I took a nap after that, and I woke up and had a tea. I just had my normal nighttime stuff. Today I just took it kind of easy. Did some gardening today. And I just worked on projects. Yeah, but on day 30, cravings, nah. I mean, at least for me, it's like, the more further I go down, days and days go by, I just feel more like, why would I crumble? So for me, it just gets easier as days go by. I don't really crave too many things. And then today I was looking up why people go bald. And I found this one article that talks about pretty much how sugar stops your hair follicles from growing and not having enough creatine, and you get that from meats and dairy. And I mean, a big part of it was like, it depends on your DNA. And so like I was thinking about how like myself, I'm crossed with like 4 different, or maybe more, different types of like races. And then I was thinking like, well, I would think, people could say that we're evolving, but I would feel like I'm more making my DNA weaker by being crossed with so many things versus pretty much being more of a pure-blooded, any type of race. Because I think like I'm pretty young for me to have like defects already at a younger age is, it means my DNA is not that great. But, on the food aspect of it, I just figured out the more you eat right, it just says eat greens, meat, dairy, stay away from sugar. So it's kind of interesting to see like the population, people have bad eyesight or losing hair, or they can't hear, or they're gaining weight. And it's really kind of sad because it's all just from all this man-made sugar that's in everything. And as far as like drinks people drink, alcohol, pretty much everything at a normal store has sugar in it. So people are just getting like bombarded with poisons. And then it has effects on the body, and then you don't feel as, you don't, inside feel as good, but then also how you look on the outside, you don't feel happy about that. So it gets you kind of down, like realizing how amazing people could be, or how amazing we could all feel, but we get lied to. And we get told, like, it's okay, you can have Taco Tuesday and Wing Wednesday and pizza on Friday and all these things and ice cream. It's okay to have dessert. Just eat it in moderation, but it's lies. It's like you should eat greens, then have then have organic meat. Then have some more greens. Get some sunlight. Have some mineralized water. Sleep grounded. Be grounded. Think happy. Don't stress out. Everything's given to you. You should be happy. But the reality of it is you have to work for everything. Yes, you have food. You don't have to hunt, but yet you have to do things. And if you want a better life, then you have to do more things. And if you want to date certain people, you have to do more things. And you have to watch what you say. You can't be yourself. You have to be small portions of yourself till the other person's comfortable. I do wish that, as life, I was thinking, like, how cool it would be to, like, have all this technology and the lifestyle of how it is now, but be like a tribal primal days. Like, instead of having a hut, you have your house. But you have your tribe. And you all, like, help each other out. You live in the middle of nowhere, but you have, like, a cool house and technology. Versus being all, like, I don't know, what do you call it, domesticated? I think that's what I heard. This one guy talks about. We have dogs and cats, and they're domesticated animals, and we're just domesticated humans. We're just like pets to something that we don't know who we're pets to. And it's funny because it's like you begin to think, like, why is life so complicated with all these things, and people make everything complicated? And it's like life is so simple. It's like you eat, you survive, and you have shelter, and you have water. And it's like we have all that, and then we have like 10,000 other things. And it's just so bizarre. And I guess, like, when at least for myself, when I ate bad and I drank and we're just in distractions all day, you don't think about this stuff. You're just like, well, that's just life. And you go through it and you're just like, well, that's just life. Like, life, you could, like, wake up, go somewhere and buy breakfast, not even do anything for it, pay money. And then you can go do something to distract yourself, and then get hungry again, and then go pay again, and food's there. And you can eat whatever you want. And then go distract yourself again. Same thing at night, go to sleep, and do it again. And it's a trip. Like, you can literally not be an animal anymore, not have to hunt or build or do anything if you have money, which money is just this made up thing. Like, nothing else on this world cares about money besides humans. And it's really just paper. And now it's turned to plastic. And soon it's just going to be like nothing. It's just going to be like words. Like, you have this much money, there's going to be no real substance. Like back in the day, on the tribal day, like each different race, like I think it was like the Incas or stuff, like they had cacao. Like, people had foods, and they were like superfoods. that were like money. And I was reading, it's like this one tribe, they live like way past 100, and their whole thing is having nectarine seeds. And it's just like crazy. Like people around the world, they don't have this artificial thing. They just have stuff from the earth, which they have value to it. It's like, it is crazy. And the more you eat right, the more you like wake up to these realities, and you can't shut them off. And I think, like when you're a kid, when I remember when I was a kid, it was like, you just didn't know. For me, like, I just thought life was, you eat, you hang around with your family, you eat, you grow, you go to school, you go to another school, you get a job. And then I actually grew up, and I realized, like, wow, it's not really like that. All those things, you have to do stuff now. You have to deal with things, and people want things out of you, and people you don't even know want you to do things, and it just becomes bizarre. It's like, what is all this? What is a city? What is a state? What is a country? What is the world? What is this system? And then what's insane is, like, you can be conscious that these things exist, but it's like you're in the hamster cage and you see the hamster wheel, and you realize you're in the hamster box. And no matter how much you can think and how much you don't want to be in the box and you don't want to run on that wheel, it's always going to be there until you die. So you can shut it all off by just doing drugs and things, or just act like you're not in the hamster cage. Act like it's not a hamster wheel. Act like you don't just hang out in one small section forever. But sometimes thoughts are too much for people, But I think it's interesting to think about every possibility and everything that's going on. So, on to with that. And it's just Fano with day 30 of Stepping Out of Babylon. And today's date is February 21st, 2016. And live with love and compassion